So I'm heading out to Mount Shasta for a Rainbow Festival. I'm really excited to meet the Rainbow folks in California, and see what they're all about. And for the setup here, I'll be taking this 2019 BMW GS850. It's a dual sport on-road off-road bike. I first had the pleasure of using this out in Burning Man. I'll be using this again, and I really see this as a test run for a larger trip I'll be taking very soon cross country, and let you know how that. And again, we really need this cargo capacity just to be realistic, carrying sleeping gear, tents prepared for cold weather, for rain. This stuff takes up space, and normally in the setups that I've seen, it just doesn't account for the kind of gear you need for this type of riding. Now, to get this kind of real estate, so we're talking about, again, 144 liter bag, and we got a 140 liter bag on the side. I put it on top of these hard cases, these Vario cases that you often see on those bikes. Now, those cases, maybe it can hold 40 liters. It's really not that much. You think it's like some big plastic case in here, but if you kind of go ahead and open these up, I'm always surprised at how little actually will fit in there, right? You put a helmet in there and you're done, and you think you had this big side case here. What I found, the real amount of stuff comes through, and I've got a whole sleep system set up here, multiple sleeping bags. All that really packs in the duffel bags. It's almost like these hard cases here, it's almost like they're here just to hold up the duffel bag. Now, how do we get these set up? Well, I've used a bunch of rock straps, and I've got them tied in along the handlebar here, and I've got 4 of them on each side. So I'm really not skimping on the tie down power over here. I'd rather have some redundancy if one of those straps gets loose. I'm covered, and what I've done is had both ends of the rock strap, so the top and the bottom end, both on that handlebar here, and then I've worked the straps in through the webbing and around the other side to tie it down. On the other one, I did work it through the webbing just because it's a longer bag. I've kind of worked rock straps through the webbing, going around the front, so kind of looping from the back around to the front and back in, and similarly on this side here, looping from the back, from more on the front, around the back and the side to hold it fully in place. And I have been able to go on the road. I did hear, well, you can't really go fast with all that luggage, and I've been able to do just fine. I think I pushed into the high 80s at one point, although I don't usually go at that speed. And this setup has been holding up, and I will say it feels really good to have some of that extra space. It feels great, because normally I'm just packing everything in. Everything has to fit in just right. I go to the supermarket, I can just get a couple bottles of water. I can't carry too much. But here, because I have that extra luggage space, that extra 134 liters that I didn't have before, I've been able to move the little bit of stuff that does fit in to these hard cases, move it out, and now I have a little pantry in here, where in addition to my start, I have a lot of electronics going, so I'll likely push that and have to jump the bike. So I do have a starter, but in addition to that, got a bunch of nuts, got some dried fruit from Trader Joe's. I even got some chocolate bars, which I think are going to come in handy real soon, and some water. So I feel like I'm really using these cases for what they're intended to be, and not trying to, pack in a bunch of stuff like the bike cover and then not having enough room. So just makes it a much